morning. It is 5:36. I'm Stacey J, and
I found this on the web.
And this is Stacey's studio. This is my studio. Whew, Nelly. I don't know what Siri's all about, man. When I want her, she doesn't listen. When I don't want her, she talks to me. Anyway, so I have bounced on today because I want to do I asked you guys whether or not I should do a Make 9 for 2024. And although some of you suggested not to because of the stress and all that goes with it, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to do it as a thing. A thing for us as a group, you know. So you guys will keep me on board. I'll add it throughout the year, and maybe pick a day that we talk about what I'm making with the Make 9s. Any questions you've got on what I'm making with the Make 9s, you know what I mean? So it's not going to be, I'm not going to do it as a if I don't do this, I'm keeping myself accountable. Okay, and I think that's what somebody said. As long as I'm doing it to keep myself accountable, and not doing it or worried about it as such. I've got my 9 picks. I just can't find a photo for one of them, and I will go through that with you. Actually, I should be going through it now with you. That's what I think I'm meant to be doing. So I made a little, I've watched a few, and I've made a little grid up of little 9 boxes, okay, and I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it somewhere that my head's not, okay, not that you need to see me while I talk about it, but either way I'm going to put it up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I do have some of the pictures here. One would think that I'm going to put the Be Mine balloon sleeve blouse in amongst this 9, but that would just be cheating on my behalf because I'm going to make that anyway. So, and I'm not going to just make this 9. Okay, this is just some things I want to have accountability to make. Like last year when I said I had those 6 patterns and I put them in and I said, what shall I make out of it? You guys made me accountable for making something each week from that list, which was good. Granted, I might still be hand sewing the blue dress and haven't finished that as part of the mission, but we know that I have got that 90% of the way. I just got to do a couple more hand sewing around the hem, last bit of it, and then I'll go in and trim the hem and machine stitch it. I made a hole in the back, and then I got to hand stitch up and down. Okay, I'm about 60% through. Then I'm going to do all the buttonholes. And the buttons have been sitting in this container behind my sewing machine since I started making it. So it's a daily reminder. I have removed the dress from the sun panel. It's now sitting in a sun panel up in the lounge. Oops, my bad. So that is what we're at, or where we're at with that at the moment. So I'm going to go through them, and when I talk about them, I'm going to talk about them and I'm going to put a picture up. Okay. Many years ago, I purchased a pattern from Angela Wolf Patterns. You can Google that. I will actually put the website below. That wasn't me. That's my hand pushing my iPad backwards. My iPad's just fallen on the ground and it just went splat. And I had 2 people here. They were clients, but the friends. And the daughter said, "Oh, that did not sound good." And it's not chipped. Broke the charger. Anyway, so it's an Angela Wolf pattern and it's called the Chloe Trench. Okay, it is a gorgeous trench coat. It is not lined. Hong Kong seams can go in there. I will possibly be lining it. I did show, I had FaceTime with Karina from Norway today, and I showed her the colour of the fabric. But I don't know if I want to make it in that. I could make it in that, but it'll be lined. I will have it lined, and the fabric I would like to make it out of is a waterproofed fabric so that I could get wet in it. Not that I like getting wet because I'll have a brolly. Unlike Wellington, and it does get windy here, but unlike Wellington, you do not have an umbrella because it always sucks inside itself. So that is definitely one of the products, one of the items I will be making. The other item I will be making, I do have the pattern close at hand. Look at this. This is me looking for one specific pattern. I made a mess. I made a mess. I do want to find this one. And because I have it. Oh, I think I took it upstairs. So the other one I want to do is the apron dress by the Assembly Line. It's one I picked up the other week with when I was out with Jackie, and I purchased it from the Fine Cloth Company. I like it. It's like a pinafore, and I don't know. I'm not shaped really well for some overalls, although I do love them. I'm not shaped well because I've got a very short body. Like my waistline is immediately under my bust. So it makes for a real boxy looks, but I really love that dress, and I'm going to be making that. So that's number 2 on my list. I'm thinking with that fabric, I'm thinking of a denim, a drill, or a corduroy. I like thick pinned corduroy. I do like that. It doesn't need to have stretch in it, so I can pretty much go wild with it. So I'm a bit excited to make that. I think I did the rock, paper, scissors with Jackie to win being able to buy that one. So yay, me. Now that's number 2. So we've got a coat and a dress. Now number 3 is the Tatum dress from Elaine-aka. Why I like this, now I actually had one of my lovelies say to me, I was wearing a blue cardigan that day, and it hugged me, and she said that I looked, she preferred me having something fit me better than my lovely sloppies, and I totally exactly know how she is, and that's actually how I do look slimmer, is with something that is fitting. So with the Tatum dress, it's made of all the panels coming down. It's long length panels. So that will give me a nice fine shape to my body, which is good, because I totally agree with her that I am definitely I want to say trimmer than when I don't, because it actually outlines my body. So I'm going with the Tatum dress from Elaine-aka. That's number 3. So I've got so I think with that too, I want it to be a firmer fabric, so I think it would be like on the par of a drill or a mechanical stretch or something like that, and it would be a winter worn one, which I possibly will wear with a pair of boots, and I want to say leggings, but I don't own leggings. Never have. Never been a legging kind of gal. But boots, with some stockings or opaque stockings or tights. Tights is, I don't know. Things that aren't thick on your legs, like leotard tight legs. But yeah, something that will keep them warm. And a pair of boots. So it'll be a longer. And the possibility with me with the Tatum dresses, I might do the whole scoop at the back, because I like that, because it doesn't blunt cut me off. So, and it's also like a shirt dress. So, and I would have had probably the whole time I'm talking, hopefully the picture's sitting up here so you know what I'm talking about. Now this one here I'm very excited to make. This is item number 4, and it is a cardi, the Embrace cardi, and it is from the Pattern Emporium. So I'm just going to straighten up the rug. The dogs keep running in here and skidding on the rug. I mean, I wish I was a kid so I could do it, or a dog, because it just whoosh. Anyway, the Embrace cardi. The Embrace cardi is a Pattern Emporium I have this fabric. I actually have this one out. I washed it the other day. I have this fabric that I want to make it out of, which is, it's just like a little knit. And I really, it's only a two-way stretch, okay, not a four-way. So, yeah, so I want to make it out there. It's got the tightest sleeves. You'll see the picture, tightest sleeves. It drapes down. And I will be making the long one. I will definitely be making the long one. I've never really owned a cardigan like this. And Mum threw out that grey spec cardigan. Oh, she lent it to me because I was cold when Pooh literally hit the fan at her place before she sold. I don't think I've told you guys that story. Anyway, and she lent it to me, and she said, oh, you know, just bring it back and I'll pop it into the Salvation bin, which is your secondhand op shoppy kind of Salvation Army place. And I said, oh, I really like it. She said, oh, have it, you know. And so that's what I cut the pattern from, with the mustard colour. And so that is as close as I've got to like cardis like that. And I keep seeing everyone out there making them and wearing them, and I want one. So I bought the Embrace Cardi pattern and from Pattern Emporium, and I'm going to make that. I think it's been printed off now at the printer. So excited. So that's number 4. So we've got the coat, the open dress, the Tatum dress, and the cardi. Then comes the non-item. So I'm going to make the quiver sling backpacky kind of thing, and it's from Country Cow Designs bag. I come across this idea, when I went to the car racing with Queenie and Steve and Christopher, and Queenie had her phone. She took her phone everywhere with her. And she wore dresses because she wears dresses. So, and not all her dresses have pockets in them. And so she had this, it's like a shoestring, and it had a little capture there, and it was, the bag sat into a little tiny sling, but it was very open to the world. And she leant forward at one stage on her car, and the tailgate was down because we had the eskies up and everything like that, and we had food out in front of the eskies, and she leant forward and the phone swung, and so she flicked it over her back. And my whole brain, the whole time while I watched her, where I thought it was a fantastic idea, this thing, this sling thing that she could, and it hooked into her, over her, so it didn't fall off her shoulder. It was a crossbody thing. I thought she needs protection with that particular item. And this is not going to be Joshua's only competing year. He is going to compete. He is good at what he does, and he will be going far. And true mother form like me goes there and supports the kid. We both have done that our whole lives with our children, especially on a cold winter's morning watching football or soccer, depends where you're from. So I don't know how it came up. I think Country Cows came up in my emails while I was sitting there sipping a cocktail or eating a salad or something like that, and it came up with that design, and I just went, oh my god, I've been thinking about this for like a day and a half, and now this has come up. So I forwarded it through to Queenie, who was sitting just over there on her seat. I don't want to holler, I don't want to get up. It's just I just don't want to get up. I was being lazy. And I said, I'm thinking of that for your phone. She goes, oh, that's brilliant. So she'd be able to take, you know, whatever she wants. And it's only small. So I just take her phone, and she uses fans because she gets hot. And maybe a lip balm or something, because she likes to have lip balm on her at all times as well. And this is something that she can have, and it'll be secure, and it won't get knocked about. So I'm going to make that. So we've got a bag, and amongst the cardi, the dress, the apron dress, and the coat. Okay, the trench coat. The dogs are looking at me because I made them shut the door up there because I had 2 clients coming. Wait 1 sec, I'll just let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? Wait, Willow, you're going to knock all my patterns over. So, yep, so that's the next thing I want to do. And the third or the sixth pair is a pair of jeans. I've been waiting to lose weight before I made my jeans. That is what I've been waiting for. I think I'll be waiting for pigs to fly, because that ain't going to happen anytime in a hurry. One day at a time is all I'm saying. Something I've been wanting to make now for a very long time, and I've had the pattern for a very long time, is the Elwood, Elwood wood jeans. Okay, and they're a button fly. They are 7 1/8, which no thank you. I don't do 7/8 pants, so I will be making them longer. Full button fly, which are gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I'll be picking a nice denim. I would like a coloured denim for it, because I do like well, I think, who was it that got the green? Caragh. So madly. Caragh. I'll look it up, but I think it is. I know it's definitely Caragh. She's doing a sew along with Julie Sews Her Own Clothes, and Caragh got herself a pair of wad of green denim, and the most perfect fabric to match it as a top. By the by, green denim. I mean, I wish this country just had stuff like that. I will go and have a look for something, but with all this, I'm hoping to get it out of that room there, okay, my own shop, going into my shop and getting it, because it's free, because it's already being paid for. So that is what I want to do, is the style like jeans. You've seen the pattern here, but definitely elongating the leg. I'll find my knee, okay, where my knee is, and then I'll stretch the jean down, which I think will be just adorable. I'm actually just looking at the patterns as I speak of them, because that's what I want to do. And the next thing I have, so I've got 3 more left. I've got the jeans, the bag, the cardi, the Tatum dress, the apron dress, and the Chloe trench coat. I should put that upright so that I can actually say it a lot better than what I am. The next one, and again, this pattern is upstairs. I swear it's upstairs, which is bugging me, because I could have shown you in the flesh, is the V-neck cuff top by the Assembly Line. It's the other one I got the other day. I love a V-neck. It makes me look open. It gives me more flesh, which means I'm not so much of a block because of my bust. Okay, I think I've said that before. So that is just a nice top. It's got a cuff there. That's a wide elastic around the cuff, which is something different to what I've ever had before. It's got a seam down the front, a seam down the back, which is double top stitch, but of course if I want to, I'll just omit that seam allowance and make it full, but I do think I want to do it to the record of that. See, now the dogs want to come back in because nobody's out to play upstairs. So along with my jeans, I've got a V-neck cuff top to go with that, a coat to wear over the top, or a cardi depending on it. So yeah, now the 8th thing I want to do is make the classic pant from the Sewing Revival. Okay, and I'll see if I can pull up the classic pant, because I want us to talk about it. The classic pant is good in the way that you can, it looks flat. It's got a flat, oh, it's right there. It's got a flat waistband at the front. You can have it tapered leg or straight leg. Of course, you can turn it into a shorts. It's a pattern that holds a short with it as well. And at the back, it's got elastic. Now, I am not an elastic waisted girl. I don't like elastic waist around my body, because it's always uncomfortable, and plus the fact that my waist is right up under my armpits. But it's got the elastic at the back, and the elastic at the back gives me more of the ability to hold it up from my non-hip region. So instead of it falling down, it's going to stay up. yay, because that's what I think it's going to do, because I do have a trouble with bands just wedging their way down and sitting, and then they wedge into where the fat is, so, and then I just bellow over the top. So hopefully the elastic actually, because I'm sway backed as well, and unless you get it to be non-sway backed within the pattern, which is you can do, it can drop. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to avert. What else was there about them? So yeah, so the classic pant from the Sewing Revival. So I've got the Elwood jeans and the classic pant as my bottoms. I have 2 dresses, which is your apron dress and the Tatum dress. I got two over the body thingies, the trench coat and the cardigan, and I've got one top. Okay, so the other thing I've got, which is our last item, is it's a long coat. I have a couple in mind. That's why I've got patterns everywhere. I'm looking for one specific pattern, and I can't even find it in amongst my filing of stuff. So, but I did come across this, and I thought I might use this, which is the Vogue V9 340. Okay, it says it is very easy, and there's the line drawings, which I would make, obviously, the long one. I don't know why I said obviously, because I don't know why you'd think it would be obvious for me to do that with you guys. I just, sometimes when people say obviously, I'm like, why is it obvious? It's not really a point of not saying that. So I quite like that. It's different to what I made Mum and Queenie last year. I'm not 100% sure with this bow thing in the front, and I don't know about the hood. I wonder if they just got the hood down on that one. So all the line drawings have hoods, so it's definitely a hood. But I like it. It looks cozy, it looks warm, and I think that could be the winner. But I might do a quest of my 9th item with you guys and do a little, hey, pick one of these, okay, and whichever one you guys pick would be the one that I make. So that's my 9, okay. I've seen people do the grid, so I'm going to put the grid back up. I don't know why I'm holding that up. I'll put the grid that I've drawn and made up. That will sit back up there, and you can have a look again at what I said. So it'll be coat, the apron dress, the Tatum dress, the embrace cardi, the quiver sling, the Elwood jeans, the V-neck cuff top, the classic pant, and the unknown to be announced coat. So that's what I'm planning on doing for my Make 9. Now, I make a coat every year, so this will make me make my coat this year. I've missed a couple of years, mind you. Other people have got coats out of me, so I guess I've made one, just not for me. And definitely want to make those Elwood jeans, and of course, now that I've seen the other items, I definitely want to make those as well. But like I said, I'm not just stopping at those particular coats, those particular items. So that's me. I want to just quickly shout out to the lovely people that have decided to share some love with me and give me a donation towards my love donation kit, which will go towards getting some better equipment for me to do my tutorials, so you guys can zoom right in rather than me having Chris hold it like he did the other day, which is a little bit funny because it went a little bit. Anyway, yes, that was a. So I'd like to thank Judith and Cat in the Hat. I love that. And I also have one from, I want to say, Susan. So Susan, thank you very much, sweetheart. That was really nice. I'm going to go through each one because you're such a terrible cat in a hat. I need your name. Libby and Julie K. Steph. I think I've gone through these, but Karina, Elaine, Venora. I love that name. Viddy. and Julie. I just thank you guys. It's really, really nice that you've done this and helped me grow that area so I can get some more stuff to help you. So thank you for helping me to help you, because that's really, really good. It's really, I just need to find the right thing. I know what I want. I just, don't know where to find it. The other thing it brings me to is I was talking about hemming pants the other day, and I did a wee tutorial on it. And yes, I will. I have a tutorial area now, channel. That's it. I've made a tutorial channel, but I do hear what you're saying. Put in the title what exactly the tutorial is, so you don't have to go through every tutorial and wait for me to finally talk about it. Yes, so I'm going to go back in and I'll change that one that's sitting in there now to have French hem written on it, so you know you can go in there and do that. I think the next thing I need to do is channelize it so that you can go straight to that, or chapterize it and go straight to that chapter and put it in, and so you don't have to watch the rest of the actual vlog if you just want to rejig on that. And the other thing that was mentioned was I had a story about hemming when I was in the military. So I had a studio, a little room that was mine, that was just solely for me and my machines in there. And we had no change room in my tailor shop. So unless you went down to the change rooms down in the clothing store, which was just kind of the next down the corridor, that's where you had to go and get changed. Now, I have been in the military and served in the military and done everything in the military, and I was a cadet. So I have seen being done things I probably wouldn't do if I was never in the military. So everyone else that was in the uniform was also in the military. So we often had to do our ablutions in front of other people or shower in front of other people, because when you go out bush, you had one big room and everyone had buckets and you just showered. So you just did it. You just sucked it up and did it. Anyway, so it was very common for boys to down trail in the studio, in the tailor shop, which is, I didn't mind. I just didn't look, I could look the other way. But this one particular young boy, he had to get his pants hemmed. I said, I just pop down to the clothing store and put your pants on. And he goes, okay. And when he came back with his pants, now these were fallen pants, so they were trousers. So they come straight down and they'd go over the foot. And again, I still wouldn't do it with shoes on because I know where the shoe starts. But I measured inside leg because it was a full straight leg, didn't taper. Anyway, so I said to him, I need you to stand there and I'm going to measure up your legs. So I said to him, are you okay with that? He goes, yep. So he goes, just need to let you know. I said, what? And he goes, I don't have any jocks on. And I'm like, okay. Right, now I'm going to go down this leg. What side do you dress on? And he stood there for a bit and he had to think of what I was saying. And he goes, oh, no, you're good. It's on the other side. Yeah, that was probably the fastest I've ever measured inside leg. It was just like, I'm going to let you know I got no jocks on. Excellent. So stuff is just. So that was my funny story. That was, so that was what happened to me. It was a little bit humorous. So that's one funny story amongst many to probably come. So that's me. I will write down everything that I'm going to put in the into the Make 9. And I'm thinking 50 things at once. I'm so sorry. So when I stop, it's usually because something over here is talking to something over here, and something out here is coming from back here. So I'm sorry. There's a lot of like Sybil going on in my brain. I also do remember that I'm going to put down a pizza recipe into the community page. It's brilliant. It is a brilliant pizza. I don't know if you want the toppings as well, but at the minute I'll give you the potato base, the pizza base, so that you've got that. And then I will actually love you and leave you. So in the meantime, I want you to stay well, dry, warm. I want you to keep cool, keep on sewing. Hydrate. I've actually done some seriously good hydrating today. And as I ponder over the absolute mess I made looking for coats, no regrets. I found some other patterns I want to make. No regrets. And my mum came up with an idea. Sorry, I am sidetracking here because I did throw it out there to the world. My mum came up with the idea for a current, for now, situation was get a big box, wrap it in some flamingo paper because that will make my room look flamazing, and put all my rolled patterns into that for now. Chris was about to do some engineering design on the ceiling, and I said no, let's just come down a bit because I don't have much wall space left. So I think I get a box at the minute and put them all so that they don't fall over. He did say to me, I remember when that little baby mannequin could hold all your rolled patterns. I said, yes, I remember that too. That was when I wasn't that big into indie patterns. But I've evolved in the last 6 months due to watching all the lovely people I watch who do indie patterns. So I am going to, go. Thanks, guys. Take care.